Good morning. I have an Altoid in my mouth. My throat is a little dry this morning. It is 42 degrees this morning. So, oh my gosh. I just feel not prepared. Luckily, our recess is so late because for the past few weeks, months, we've been, sweating at recess because we have a late recess. But now it's gonna be nice because when it's cold in the morning, at least it'll be kind of warmed up by the afternoon. I think the high today is like low 70s, like 71, 72. So it'll be nice this afternoon when we go out. But I came in and found, I think my friend left me these. She is the sweetest. They look like pumpkin, maybe. Oh my gosh. I gotta text her and find out if she left me these for me. I bet she did. She's the best. And let's see. I just need to kind of get myself situated here. I left myself in pretty good shape on Friday. Love that. Got a couple things I'll take down to the copy room during specials. But right now I just need to get our math PowerPoint ready. Oh, sorry. And maybe our reading PowerPoint ready too if I have time. Just our workshop slides. We do 2 rounds a day. So I just need to make sure everything that's on the list for each group is up to date and ready. And I think we're gonna start the unlock the text today. So I'll let you know how that goes. I think it's gonna be a little challenging for them, but that's okay. So let's get these ready and get the music going. Happy Monday. Hello, the kids are at specials. I just had kind of a funny moment. I was putting something in my drawer for tomorrow and was like, oh, that's weird. There's no copies in here for tomorrow. It must be like a light copy day. No, I just never sorted my papers on Friday. But I was like, oh, I'm so ahead. I got all this stuff done. Okay, well, technically this is all ready to go. But yeah, definitely none of it is sorted. So that's fine. I'll take care of that now. And I need to staple their, okay, that's Tuesday. I need to staple their unlock the text. That's what they look like. So I'm gonna go and staple those really quickly and try to get all this done before they get back in like 10 minutes. We made it to lunch. Once we make it to lunch, it's like the day is basically over. But during science, we do have like kind of a short science lesson, and then I've got this activity we did last week that they're going to correct any of the ones that they missed because some of them had trouble with it. Story of my life. Tell me if this is story of your life. I brought these down to the copy room to make some copies for tomorrow because I was short on both of them. I don't know what I did. And came right back with them, did not stop by the copy room. So I might leave to pick them up a few minutes early to try to copy those real quick, just so I don't have to do it at the end of the day. But I did want to show you, finally ordered little box. I ordered 2 of these because they were a little pricey, and then I got like a 10 pack of these like cheap ones. The reason I wanted this one is because it had so many compartments. The cheaper ones I bought only have 4. So I made 2 days worth in this, and then 3 days worth in the smaller ones. And then I made 5 of the smaller ones for Kevin for lunch this week. But the good thing about this one with the extra compartments is like it had this bigger space for if I have leftovers. So a lot of days I don't have leftovers or something like that to bring, so the smaller one might be fine. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. But I did little, just some pepperoni from the deli, some club crackers, carrots, strawberries. I forgot to put grapes in here. Oh no, grapes, a Reese, and then my leftover wrap from Chick-fil-A. So I'm gonna eat my lunch, and I should probably look through some of this stuff I need to check, but we'll see. Maybe just sit here and veg out. Definitely not enough time to go make those copies, but I will show you this really quick. If you are working on nonfiction, I introduced a table of contents to them today. Like I said, I think it was on Friday maybe, that I have not had them. Some of them went ahead and made one in their notebook, like a quick table of contents. I've not talked about them. We've not worked on them. I've not encouraged them to do it because I wanted to show them this first. I'll kind of show you how I taught them how to do it today. The reason I save this until the end is because I feel like a lot of them, their chapters are changing. I haven't talked about introductions yet, which I'm not talking about that until tomorrow, but I just told them to go ahead and put it on there for today. Some of them have already kind of done one of these, but we're really going to hit on it tomorrow, so they'll all have one. But yeah, their chapters kind of changed as they're writing. They kind of had ideas at the beginning that maybe didn't work out, or maybe they didn't have enough to say, so they changed their ideas. So I've been saving table of contents till the end. Here's what I did. I went through my book and I wrote down, we all started with introduction, and these are all the chapters that I came up with. Over here, I showed them how to take your titles and make them a little bit more exciting. And I showed them the Tiger's National Geographic Kids book again. And we looked through their chapter titles about how they're short, grab your attention, and they're exciting. And so that's what we worked on today. And then Monday is when I work with my students who struggle the most with writing. So I had that group come right over to my table with this, and we kind of worked together on theirs. Some of them took off to the races and had great ideas for exciting titles. Some of them were still trying to put like 10 words in their chapter title, and it was like, how to do this and this and this. So we just really worked on ones that were struggling. I was like, shorten it down. Okay, now shorten it down again. Okay, now shorten it down again. Like 2 or 3 words is what I'm looking for most of their chapters. And that really gets them out of that rut of just saying where to do this, how to do this, when to do this, and try to get them to attach some kind of feeling or excitement to the chapter title to make people want to read it. But that worked out really well today, and then tomorrow I will show you how I do introductions. Hello, it is 3:08. I am just going to put in a couple grades. I already put them in my paper copy, and I'm just going to put them into the computer so I can be done with them. And then I'm going to just organize a stack of papers of stuff I need to check tomorrow. We started the unlocked text today, and they were all about it. I just let them get in like their group, like their small group during workshop. Hey, sorry, my teammate came in. I just let them work with their like group that I have for workshop, and they could work on it together. So they read it together, and then they were like answering the questions and highlighting their answers. They only got, looks like this group got the first 2 questions done today, not the third one. And the third one is the short answer question on that challenge. So that's pretty good. I was kind of like wondering how the timing is going to be compared to like the math challenges. So looks like, I don't know. maybe I'm thinking maybe 2 challenges per week they might be able to get through, kind of once they get the hang of it. This first one's going to be a little slow. There's 6 challenges, so if they did 2 a week, that would be 3 weeks worth. And what I did was, I will say, they had task cards to finish from last week, so some of them may have spent some time finishing the task cards, so maybe they could have gotten this challenge done today, and they will be at that station 2 times this week. So I think what I'm going to do, I'll probably end up doing challenges 1 and 2 this week, and then we'll try 3 and 4 next week, and then 5 and 6. We'll see how that goes. I'm just sorting all the papers and making piles so I can check in the morning. I'm not going to check this stuff today. Check it in the morning. But I just have my materials manager. They just collect it all out of the baskets and leave it on my table for me every afternoon, and then I can organize it and check it. So I'm gonna put these grades in, and then I think I'm gonna get ready to go. All right, it is 3:30. I am all packed up. I ate most of this lunch. I'll eat the rest on the way home. That'll give me something to snack on, so I don't want to like stop and get fast food on the way home. So that's good that I actually had some left over. I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna have to walk and talk because it's after 7 and I'm still turning lights on around here. I sat in my car for like 15 minutes because it's so chilly this morning. It's like 40, I don't know, 42 or something like that. And I just did not want to get out of the car. So here we are, just rushing around, getting everything plugged in. I have my little lunch for today. Since I didn't have leftovers, I should have just left this one at home and brought one of the little ones because it has all the same stuff in it. Whatever. But I just brought a bag of Skinny Pop and I have an applesauce here. So I will have that instead of because I had a wrap in here yesterday to go with the rest of my little lunch. Put it in my fridge in here. Okay, so gotta show y'all something fun. We adopted a gorilla through the World Wildlife Foundation to kind of, I'm torn, like in the future I was thinking we would adopt maybe a tiger instead. Oh, this hair is clean and wild this morning. In the future, maybe we would adopt a tiger instead because we read a lot of tiger books during this nonfiction unit. But also, this is a good kicker into, like, we can read a gorilla book, and then in our next fiction unit, I may even start it before we start the next fiction unit, we are going to start reading the one and only Ivan. So I got our little bag with all of our goodies inside, so I'll show you that stuff real quick. Okay, so here's the bag, and then inside, this was shoved into my mailbox, so a lot of this got, I'm straighten it out here. Okay, so you get a species card with some information, so we'll look at all this together, and then a little bit about their habitat. So cute. Then you get a certificate of adoption, and then you get a picture of your gorilla. And then this part I haven't opened yet. This just says thank you for your donation, and it kind of tells a little bit about like what they do with the money from the donations. That's awesome. I'll read that to the kids. Sorry, it's probably loud. And then we get a a stuffed animal of whatever you adopted, and this is a silverback, which is perfect for when we read One and Only Ivan, because Ivan is a silverback. So probably what we'll do is when we read Ivan every day, whoever our student spotlight is, maybe we'll get to hold our little Ivan. I love it. I'm gonna put this in the closet until I am ready to go through all this with them, because I don't want them to see it, because they are very excited for this to come. I don't want them to see it yet. Another thing that came that I'm very excited about is my last stamp. This is what I thought that other stamp was, which I do love that other stamp, but this is the one I bought for agendas. So I can just, it's hard, I can't get it to focus. It just says checked by Mrs. Pound. You can, it's customizable, so you can make it say whatever you want. I got this idea from, I literally completely copied my friend Karen. She's the one that's doing the MS walk, and she saw me this morning and was so thankful for your donations to her fundraiser for MS. And I just want to say thank you all so much for clicking the link and reading her story and donating to her page. So this one, it just has like a cap on it, and then when you stamp it, it comes down, and I picked purple. So that's super exciting. Is that the second bell? Oh, it's the second bell already. Okay, they're about to come in, but I can't wait to use this morning to stamp their agendas. Hopefully it'll make it faster. Have a good morning. Hello, I have not seen you all day. Okay, during planning, we had, what did we have? We had to meet as a grade level for like a grade level meeting. Then during lunch, I had a lunch bunch and we ate outside. That was super nice. And then after school, we were supposed to have a faculty meeting, but it got canceled. So we met as a grade level instead. And now it is 4:06 and I'm trying to decide if I want to sit here and plan for next week, try to do that quickly, or if I want to save that for tomorrow. But I think I should, I don't know. I think I should maybe go ahead and get Monday, even if I just get like Monday, Tuesday done, and then tomorrow I can look at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know. Let's do something. Done for next week. I actually just went ahead and did the whole thing. It's 4:55. I'm late, but I had meetings all day today, so it just is what it is. Got all my stuff here for next week. I will show this a little bit more. This is just math for next week that I'm going to make a copy of for my teammate. I'll give to her tomorrow. And then I'm gonna get out of here and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am like struggle busing this morning. I just was here so late yesterday and had, meeting during my planning, meeting after school. I had lunch with kids. So yesterday was just a lot, and I am looking forward to, I do have a meeting during planning, CST meeting, which is fine, but I'm looking forward to, I'm gonna leave like, ooh, sorry. I'm gonna leave like right after school, like right at contract time today, okay? Because I can't do another day like yesterday, but I got plans done for next week, which is good. And then I think, I don't know, maybe right after school, I can bring the copies for next week down and go ahead and make the copies for my teammate. And then be done with that. So she has those and can copy them whenever she wants for herself. But I don't know. I'm just like, I'm already thinking about getting home and getting back in bed and just like watching movies. That's what I want to do this afternoon, like at 3:30 in the afternoon, which is fine. Oh, and I printed the new name tags with the names printed on there. So I'm excited to hopefully have time to laminate these today and switch them out. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna put that to the side because that is not my number one priority. If I get to it, I get to it, but I am leaving at a good time today. It's lunchtime. Goodness. Okay, today's been good. I had that meeting during planning, so I didn't get to update you on that. Oh my goodness. I feel like I've had that mask on 100% today, all day. No time to myself in here. So for reading, I only got to one group because we went to book fair preview, so that was fun. I think I just moved my second rotation to tomorrow, so maybe I can get 3 rotations done. We'll see. Don't know. Have to see how it goes, but hopefully I can get that caught up. And then during writing, we worked on conclusions. So we looked at a conclusion from, there's like this, it's from the Units of Study guide. It's like this babysitter basics. I'll show you. Started off with, we give our books an introduction and a conclusion. Yesterday we worked on introductions. And so we looked at this introduction again from Babysitting Basics, and it talks about like, do you love children? If you do, this is for you. And so when we did introductions yesterday, we talked about this is a style you could choose. Like if you're writing a baseball book, it could be, do you love baseball? If so, this is the book for you, something along those lines. Then we looked at the conclusion for that book, and it said, a job well done, it's an adventure, blah, blah, blah. So we talked about how this might be a style that they choose depending on their topic. Then I showed them, because we've been looking at this Tiger's book, I showed them the conclusion. Oh, and I told them like something like this would be on its own page maybe. But then I showed them this one, which is actually part of the last page. I said, some of you might want to just make your conclusion part of your last page, and maybe you want to choose this style where you're telling people to go out and do something, like you're giving them a direction, especially if you wrote an animal book. So my kids that wrote cat books, some of them are talking about adopting cats. Some of my kids that wrote a different kind of animal, maybe it's about helping that animal, stuff like that. If they wrote like a baseball book or some kind of sport or hobby book, then maybe they wanted to do something like this, like now you're ready to go out and give it a try. So that's kind of what we focused on with conclusions. And then this is the Units of Study rubric. We just look at that every time and talk about like, all right, so now we're here, this is what we're talking about. And then I had them add a conclusion page. Introductions basically goes the same way. I first showed them that Babysitting Basics, and then I'll show you the other one I showed them. This one, if they chose an animal type of book, this is one that a lot of them chose. Even a sport. This one started with, what's that sound? And then it has the sound. That's a lonely howl in the distance. And then it ends with wolves. So some of them chose like baseball. What's that sound? Crack. That's the bat hitting the ball, something like that. Read this book to become an expert on baseball or whatever. A lot of them chose this type of introduction. Some of them did choose this kind of introduction. They wanted to speak to the reader. Hey you, do you like this? Do you want to do this? If you do, then this is the book for you, something along those lines. Tomorrow is going to be kind of, yesterday we did introductions, today we did conclusions. and then I was meeting with my Wednesday small groups, and then I checked in with a couple of friends who I thought might need some extra help. And then tomorrow I will meet with my Thursday group and check in with some kids and see how they're doing with introduction, conclusion, and probably just double check in on table of contents, because Friday we're going to do our final draft table of contents and they're going to turn that in for the table of contents grade. So maybe just check in on that real quick. Sorry, I'm like talking. I'm gonna go eat and then I'll see you at the end of the day. Oh, really quick before I go. I had my librarians take all of the back to school books out of the library because we are just busting at the seams with books and they cannot all stay on the shelves. So I'm going to just make a little bucket for these because they didn't want me to put them away. They still want to read these. So I'm just gonna make a little bucket that they can live in for now, and then we can put them in the closet later. Oh my gosh. Good morning, happy Thursday. Yes, Thursday. I had to just run out to my car real quick, and my phone must have fallen out of my pocket. It was like tucked in my seat when I got out there. I couldn't find it. So obviously I have my phone now. But yeah, that's what happens when you get here like nice and early, right? Is then you got to stop and redo something. Okay, so it's like 7 o'clock now. I really don't have time. I was gonna come in and do the name tags this morning, but I really don't have time. I really need to check math instead, but maybe I'll do the name tags when they're at specials. So, all right, I'm gonna start checking work and I will see y'all when they go to specials. I am having a if my head was not attached to my neck, I would lose it kind of day. Holy cow, I just had to go out to my car again because I brought eggs for someone and I left them in my car. I also cannot keep up with where my phone is. I have lost it like 5 times. It's been in my pocket, it's been in my bag, it's been up on my computer table. I got a good night's sleep. I left here early yesterday. I made dinner, had a nice relaxing evening, took a bath. I don't know what's going on with me this morning, but I am on the struggle bus. Math went really good though. We did our 2 lessons. I met with 2 groups. And then what I'm kind of doing, they want us to kind of testing it out this week. I do 1 lesson from 8 to 8:15, second lesson 8:15, 8:30, then first rotation of workshop 8:30 to 8:45. So I meet with 1 pre-planned group, whiteboard marker. 8:45 to 9, I meet with my second planned group. Then 9 to 9:15, we clean up and we do daily math review and snack. So that has been working out really well. And what I've been doing is normally during that time, I am like pulling kids who need to finish something or correct something. Our school wants us to look at iReady data, and I'm gonna start laminating these while I talk. Look at iReady data and plan out another small group. So that would be like a 3rd small group per day. For me, based on skills that they struggled with on the iReady diagnostic. So 2 thoughts on that. Number 1, I could do 1 planned strategy group that for like things that I see, and then my second one could be an iReady group. But my kids are so in the groove now of how our workshop runs, and it is like quick transitions. They know what to do, they know where to go. It's smooth now. I do not want to disrupt that, number 1. And number 2, I'm planning those groups each week based on what we're learning in the classroom. So I also don't want to lose that and replace it with a skill that is like a gap skill, if that makes sense. So to me, it's going to be more beneficial from that 9 to 9:15 block, pull those kids, have like a planned iReady strategy group that I pull to this table, work with them, and then I can also have someone sitting here working on something or correcting something like that. But I think that's going to be the best time to do it. So that's going to be next week. I will start that. kind of been testing it out a little bit today, just pulling kids over and helping them with their daily math review on things that they're struggling with on there. And I think it's gonna work out well. So I'm gonna laminate these name tags. It's already 9:56. I should be able to get these like put out. I think I'm just gonna leave the 2 pieces of Velcro for now, only because I already have, each of them already have 2 pieces of Velcro on their desk, and I don't want to waste those 2 pieces. Like if I peel them off, they're not gonna be as sticky. I might ruin them, I don't know. I really don't want to waste those, so I think I'm just gonna try these like this, and then if I have to replace them again after like winter break or something, then I'll kind of reassess and see. Like some of you said, do like 3, 3, and 2 in the middle, or do the strips of Velcro. Like I'll kind of decide then, but I'm gonna do this for now and see how it goes. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have been running around like crazy. It is almost 4:30. I have got to get out of here. I'm gonna sort these papers real quick, put them in piles while I chat with you. And then let me bump this back a little bit. I was going through kind of my schedule for tomorrow because we have a shortened math block because we had to move our recess to the morning. Then we have, so we'll have math, then we'll have recess. Then we will have specials. Then when we come back, we get ready to go to our monthly science lab. Then when we get back from that, we will have a little bit of time to do like grammar and reading. I'm gonna try to do grammar and reading right there. And then we go to lunch. And then right after lunch, we go to this like science machine presentation. I'm not really sure. I think I remember it from last year. It was virtual last year. I don't think it's virtual this year because I haven't gotten like a link for the meeting, but maybe it is, I don't know. So I need to figure that out by tomorrow afternoon. And then right after that, we have another mystery reader like we did last week. So talk about a Friday. Would have been a good day to have a sub, I'll tell you that, because I'm just going to try to keep the train on the tracks tomorrow. That's just what happens. But luckily, we're just doing like a few classwork assignments, like graded assignments. So during math, I'll do my 2 normal lessons, which will take us to 8:30, and then they will have 30 minutes to do their like classwork assignment and then do ketchup and pickles. So that'll feel kind of normal. The recess right after math is gonna throw them off. They're like, what are we doing? Which is fine. And then the rest of the day is just gonna be like running till the end. So I was just kind of going through that so I could process it myself. So we can chat about that at morning meeting. And then I went to the copy room and made all my copies for next week. So I came back and was just trying to like ditch a bunch of stuff that I have not gotten to, that I know I'm not gonna get to, and just say sorry to that, and sort the stuff for next week, because tomorrow I want to do my email to parents. I need to get that done. Hopefully I can get that done during planning. Then after school, hopefully I can get my daily math reviews ready, and and then get my workshop PowerPoints ready for Monday for math and reading. I like to go ahead and get those done on Friday while it's like kind of fresh in my mind of like what I'm gonna do on Monday, rather than try to come in Monday morning. Oh, and then I also need to change out all the task cards. I need to change out the 2 math task cards, the reading task cards for next week. I left the reading task cards. Skip ahead if you don't care about the story. I left the reading task cards in there for this week because a lot of them didn't finish it last week. And I cannot tell you how many times this week I had kids coming up to me and going, there's no more papers to do the task cards. And I'm like, yo, friends, look at the task cards. You probably recognize them because you already have the paper in your folder. So I think we're going to talk about that at morning meeting too. Like, hey, you need to go look at the task cards first before you start trying to take out a paper and put your name on it to get started, because you may already have the paper. All right, 4:35. I'm leaving. I swear I'm either like I'm ready to leave at 3:15, or it's like pushing 5 o'clock. I can't, there's no happy medium with me. Happy median, happy medium, happy middle. Don't know, but I'm leaving. Bye. Hello, it is specials. Such a weird day. So we had math, then we ended it a little earlier than normal because we had to do recess at 9. Then we came back in from recess and went right to specials. Then when they come back from specials, we're going to do, I bought this on TPT. Oh, I wish she had her name on here. It was only 75 cents, but we're gonna do this little, we've been working on past tense last week and this week, so we're gonna do this today. It just says the present tense verb and they have to circle the correct past tense version. Because some of them follow like the DED rule and then some of them are irregular. So that's what we've been working on. And then, I mean, some of them might not even finish that by the time we have to go to this science lab, which is something our school does once a month. Every class gets to go once a month, and she aligns it to our units. So we're wrapping up our matter unit right now. So this will be like a preview of our force and motion unit. And she plans the activities, I just bring the kids, so really fun. And then when we get back from that, we will do our reading, our classwork for reading today. We've been doing compare and contrast. This is by Creations by Carrots. I'll link this below too. Comparing and contrasting, this one's penguins and parrots. So they have to find things that are just about penguins, just about parrots, and then things that are about both. And we've been doing that this week in small group with these two Walt Disney passages. And the ones we've been doing together have been like really challenging, which is kind of what I like. Like, that's kind of how I like it to be. I like when I work with them for it to be challenging, like more challenging than what they'll have to do independently, if that makes sense. Because then when they do it independently, they're like, oh, I know how to do this. This is like nothing compared to what we've been doing in class, you know? But, yeah. This hair is wild. I used ACV rinse. Y'all don't care about this. I used ACV rinse last time I washed my hair, which was Sunday. And then I used it last night on Thursday. And I think that's too much. Like, I think just once a week, because it feels just, it's frizzy and it also feels greasy. So just, I'm gonna go once a week on that. But right now I'm gonna draft my Friday email to parents. Remind them we're gonna have Slipper Day on Monday. They earned that. We will have our book shopping at the book fair on Monday. So please send money for that if you want them to buy books. And then there's just some attachments from the front office and a little bit about what we're learning next week. So I'm gonna draft that. That way at the end of the day, I can just hit send. One more thing off my to-do list. Oh my gosh, I feel like every time I come on here, I'm like, oh my gosh, because I look at the clock and I'm like, how is it this time already? It's 3:20. I'm just sorting papers, stuff I need to grade. And anything I have to grade, I'm just gonna leave for Monday, but I'm just gonna make myself piles. I'll check anything that I need to check in the morning, but then grading, I'm just gonna put to the side and just grade probably during planning. But we had such a crazy day. So after, I don't even know if I was on here at lunch, but after lunch, we went straight to the science machine, which if you don't know who he is, look him up. He's amazing. And he told us just on Shark Tank. So he said if we go to his website, we can see him on Shark Tank. So I cannot wait to do that. I love that show anyway. And then we came back, we had Mystery Reader, which went great. And then we packed up and went home. I mean, it was like boom, 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 boom all day. So I am sorting papers. I just put out my stuff for Monday mostly. And then I need to change out my task cards for next week. And then I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully within like, I don't know, what do y'all think? 15 minutes? Can she do it, folks? Let's see. Okay, these are our task cards for next week. I kind of did all like just fun, spooky themed ones. This one is from An Apple a Day Mathematics. So part whole cards, and then they fill them out on their paper. These ones are from Celeste Cuevas. And I think this, I got these from someone else. Hold on, let me see if their name is on here. If not, I'll have to find it and link it below. But I got this set I'm gonna put out after next week. And I loved the recording sheet for this one so much that I just used the same recording sheet for the ones for next week. So I think there were like 20 of those cards. I just left one of the pages off because there's only 16 spots on here. But I love that it has them do the rows, the columns, and then the total. So that's what I'm teaching next week. So they have to go through and do the rows, columns, and total for each one. Then for reading, I'm doing these from Mrs. Stewart in 3rd. We are reviewing text features again next week. So these are just like spooky text feature cards. So I'm gonna put all those out and put the other ones away. And then I've got this pile of stuff here to check. These are all task cards for my one math group that I just haven't gotten to. So I am just saving these because hopefully I can put them out in the next couple weeks before this unit's over. I'm telling you, just run out of time for things. All right, let me put these. All right, it's 3:50. Got my water, got all my stuff. I'm not forgetting anything. I was like, wait, I'm forgetting my phone. But my phone's right here. Yeah, ready for the weekend, obviously. A little bit after what I wanted to be here, but hey, we're before 4, so we're doing okay. We're doing okay. One of my kids put October 26th, but Monday's October 25th. So just fixing that real quick. Okay, I have a kid that changes that every day. They actually do a really good job with that. I was expecting to have to help a lot more with that. But I hope y'all have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.